Hello, everybody, and today I'm here to review Novocaine. This movie came out, I think, probably the summer or spring of 2025, and it stars the awesome Jack Quaid, sort of playing a John Wick type character, but this time he has a superpower. He has the ability to not get hurt at all, so if you shot him, stabbed him, he wouldn't feel a thing. So I guess Jack Quaid decided to do a sort of movie that I honestly could see it being part of The Boys, since it did have its finale recently. But this movie is I think it's based off a comic book, which I have not read. But it's about Jack Quaid's character Nate, who falls in love with a girl that he thinks is cute. But it turns out she gets kidnapped by a group of thugs, and he's now on the quest to find her, while also dealing with tons of goons that he can barely handle alone. So this movie was definitely a lot of fun. It didn't really feel like a superhero movie. It felt more like a fun action movie. It's not really based off any certain superheroes or supervillains. It's just kind of like its own thing. I kind of like that about comic books, like the obscure stuff where they explore not major characters, but like part of like different themes of like darker themes for their stories. Kind of reminds me of Elseworlds, like a V for Vendetta. I know that's a weird comparison to this movie, but it reminds me of like those kind of stories, like the ones we barely see in comic book stories, of course. But this movie is surprisingly action-packed. We do see Jack Quaid get beat up a lot in this movie. It's even on the poster. He's like on the wall getting beat up by goons. But he also has a sidekick. It's not Ned Leeds from Spider-Man, but it's the dude who played him. He's basically, he even refers to himself, I forget which actor, Jason Momoa. He said he's close to looking like him, even though he's not. But the two team up when they do go on the hunt. But the main thing I did like about this movie was the relationship between Jack Quaid and, I forget the girl's name. I do have the cast here. She's played by Amber Midthunder. I thought their chemistry was adorable. It's always fun to see those kind of castmates together. It wasn't as good as, like, say, Huey and Starlight in The Boys. But once these two do get together, they end up getting robbed at gunpoint by a group of robbers. And we think it's just the typical bank robbery scenario for superheroes that's been done so many times, where there's typical thugs trying to rob a bank. That's just like an everyday thing for superheroes to stop. But this time, these robbers are personal, as we do get a good plot twist with this movie. The main bad guy, I might as well spoil it. It's revealed to be the brother of the main girl, that Jack Quaid's dating. It's revealed that one of the robbers is the brother of her, and they end up kidnapping her, and it's revealed that she used to work for her brother and his goons, and they even murder one of the bank people, and it's definitely dark for sure. We see like a bullet in his head. It was definitely tragic to watch. But once Jack Quaid does suit up, he basically goes through like every pain imaginable in this. That even when they were going on a date, he ends up even spilling coffee on his hand, and it didn't really hurt much. But of course, once he does encounter a bunch of goons, he ends up just getting hurt, and we see just a lot of bloody scenes. But just like in The Boys, where every season Huey's character ends up getting a bunch of blood splattered all over him. I know maybe there are people out there who are sensitive to blood. I know someone from my high school who's sensitive to blood, one of my teachers. So if she was watching this movie, it probably definitely not work for her. But of course, just like every season of The Boys, Jack Quaid is like viewed as like a punching bag in the show. But in this time, he's literally trying to be as careful as possible against the goons. He goes up against like a big looking dude. That's what I remember most when watching this movie. He ends up getting help by Jacob Burfall's character. He ends up showing up and he ends up murdering one of the goons. But once they do go, they're able to interrogate one of the goons to finding where the girlfriend is. And Jack Quaid literally speeds up there. And the finale basically takes place. It's like one big car chase later in the movie. But of course, our main character ends up finding out all the dark secrets about his girlfriend. But she says that their love was legit. Just like any other, this kind of trope in movies where the girlfriend ends up revealing to be part of one of the bad guys, but she ended up having true feelings for our main character. We've seen this story done before. But Jack Quaid ends up, of course he forgives his girlfriend, but still has trust issues with her. But that's where the brother goes crazy, and he ends up getting shot to death once they do call the cops on him. And the cops do show up. He ends up getting shot, but he ends up killing two of the cops, and he tries to escape. But of course, that's where it leads to Jack Quaid to go after the main dude, the brother character, and he literally almost dies in his girlfriend's arms after chasing him down, and they end up finally taking him out for good. But the movie does end with him finally in a hospital bed. And I think his powers still work. But I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of his powers working. Like, I don't know. Imagine if like a bunch of arrows were shot at him and then he would be perfectly fine. I was wondering if he was able to die in this movie. But I guess his powers is indestructibleness. And it's not like with Deadpool where he can regenerate any limbs. But I don't know. It's a weird comparison, but yeah, this movie was definitely alright. It was definitely not one of my favorite comic book movies. I did like Jack Quaid a lot. I feel like he's charming in anything that he does with The Boys or even in Scream in this movie. I honestly did watch this movie because of him. So I'd probably give this movie probably a 7 out of 10. So I don't know what the next movie review is. I'd have to look. I'm having trouble remembering. But there's a few movies left for 2025. And then we'll see where it goes. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.